You're the one who's breaking shit. This episode of What's a Geek podcast is brought to you by
Swim a sense to the beast to the eagle.
Hello everyone, welcome to What's a Geek podcast. Number 3, the sleepy edition. I haven't had sleep in 48 hours. My name is Trevor Valoria. I am the resident podcast guy. I'm here with 3 of What's a Geek's own Oh, it's boys' night out. Yeah, it's all just guys here. Except, Jaze is technically one of the boys too. So
yeah.
anyway, everyone, please introduce yourselves.
Alright, hi, I'm Miggy. I'm a writer for What's a Geek, and I'm basically the resident, sort of, Monster Hunter geek. Sort of.
Alright, and
Hi, my name is Sonboy, and I'm everybody in What's a Geek.
Is that so?
Yes, I'm everybody.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, I'm everybody.
So you're geek too.
Okay. Hi, I'm Anton. I'm the tech editor for What's a Geek, and the tech section is basically empty. So if anyone out there, please respond to my calls for writers.
yes, hopefully we'll be getting more tech writers. But for now, we have you.
Oh my.
At least we have you.
Pressure.
Yeah, so every time we talk about just like techie stuff, it's just gonna be Anton. It's just him. Yeah, and we have a secret Illuminati member, Jaze, from last time.
Hi.
From episode 0 and episode 1.
Illuminati confirmed.
Yes, our resident Illuminati cat, Jaze Zantua. Alright. And as usual, our actual cat, Heisenberg, is somewhere here in my studio apartment. Alright, so what's up? So, this whole deal with Konami, they've been ruining a lot of our favorite games. Castlevania, Silent Hills, and there was it a tweet by Konami? It's like what Konami games would you like to see come back?
Actually, it was a Heritage Game Survey.
Oh.
Where they asked people what franchises would they like to see, and strangely absent, of course, is Silent Hill. I mean, you've got everything there. You've got Bomberman, you've got Suikoden, you've got
Contra,
yeah, Rocket
I
Knight.
forgot about that. Yeah.
Zone of the Enders, which is one of my...
Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah.
Seriously?
It's a Konami
I never
property.
knew. Oh my god, it's like Yu-Gi Boy, like everything.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
It's a Konami property.
Are you serious?
That's how they earned a lot of their money in the 2000s.
Oh my god! I thought this entire time it was just like a manga or an anime, but not.
It was It was that, but Konami was the one with all the games.
Whoa! Anyway, another indie. Well, not really an indie darling, more like a gamer hipster darling is Zone of the Enders.
Yes.
Again,
Yes.
closely tied with Kojima. Like I doubt that it's seriously gonna come back. Zone of the Enders 3, hoping, but even Silent Hills got cancelled. And
Yeah.
That's a pretty big IP for them to lose.
Well, another thing that's kind of an outlier here, and something for the nostalgia fans, is Gradius.
Gradius, yes. Oh my god, that gave me nightmares and blisters as a kid.
Mostly blisters in my case.
Yeah, mostly blisters.
Yeah, it hurt.
I'm sorry. Was I the only one scared of those Easter Island heads, like shooting bubbles?
Yes.
In the original Gradius.
Those are scary.
Yes. I played the OG Gradius. Hard as shit. The first boss was basically just screen filling, volcanoes, and the only way to win was if you stood in the corner. That was insane. Like,
And pray to God.
Nothing hits you.
Yes, and then nothing hits me. And 2 out of 5 times you will survive.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5 times.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
Not bad.
My score for Watch Dogs. Yes. So,
Oh wait, I was hoping you played that game.
so what else? What else there in the list of IPs?
Oh, Vandal Hearts is in there.
Oh,
of
Vandal
course.
Hearts.
That brings back memories.
Yeah.
Track and field.
And
What?
yeah, well, I already mentioned this earlier, but Suikoden is there.
Oh right. If our very loyal listeners, all three of you, are listening right now, we talked about in episode 0, which I refuse to talk about except for right now. We talked about the recent April Fool's articles we had on What's a Geek that went viral, and the second most viral one was Suikoden 6.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that 6?
No,
I thought it was 4.
It was
No,
6.
six.
Six.
Not
It was
IV.
six.
Oh, I was reading it wrong.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
it's VI, not it's Suikoden
not
V.
Okay.
Suikoden V. So what else is on that list?
Bomberman and Contra.
Yeah, Bomberman. It's like oh yeah, that was one of the franchises which got ruined by the pachinko machines. and
Yes.
the mobile games. Speaking of
They seem to be really fixated on the idea of pachinko.
yeah, I actually did a bit of an HR study on Konami. There is actually a real reason why they're doing this. Yeah, from a consumer standpoint, yeah, it's a PR disaster, but they're actually making a lot more money with their pachinko machines than they would, their actual AAA titles, which is kind of sad if you think about it.
Yeah.
And but not to say they're not working on I'm sorry. Not to say they're not working on their famous IPs. Like for example, there's a new Silent Hill game. Apparently, it's a mobile game. It's a freemium game. It's
Really?
yes.
What? Really?
Kind of sad, doesn't it? It's like
I mean, I know that maybe mobile is the way to go, what with everybody on smartphones these days, but Silent Hill on a mobile phone?
yeah. It's not even like an honest to trueness, like third person, survival horror Silent Hill game. It's like, it's like what's this? It's like Farmville or that horrible game Star Trek Trexels.
Oh god.
It's where you just basically throw money for something to happen.
Oh god.
It's at least that's what I've heard. It's
I wonder if they're trying to compete with Fallout Shelter for this. I don't know.
I mean Fallout Shelter, at least something happens. You can see your survivors in the bunker or whatever.
Mhm.
But here, like I'm not sure. It's like it just looks like a bunch of numbers to me. With
So it's a
Silent
zero
Hill
player
last-
game.
Yes, basically.
Oi.
Oi, yori yori daze. Roughly. Oh yeah. If we seem awfully quiet today, because there are less of us. Yeah, because unfortunately, someone couldn't make it. Let's hide him under the name Rob Jam. Rob, you son of a bitch!
But Boss Earl was
He was supposed to be our
in the team.
champion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Earl Magira was supposed to be here with us, but I don't know where he is. Well, not really part of the podcast, just sort of in the periphery, sort of in charge of us. So right now, I'm in charge. Oh my God, neighbors! Seriously, neighbors!
Oh
Come
my.
on. Oh.
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay, there you go. Okay. Speaking of, oh my God, can we please talk about an IP that still has a little bit of, salvageability in it? Final Fantasy. I heard there was a new Final Fantasy game.
It's not exactly
It's not
new,
exactly new.
but it is an HD port.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's an HD port of Final Fantasy Type 0, which was released for the PSP. The PlayStation Portable. I'm not talking about the Vita. We're talking about
the
original.
OG.
The OG.
Yeah,
The OG Sony,
the OG.
mobile games.
So yeah, it never got released stateside for the PSP. There was a really dedicated group of fan translators who worked on it for the PSP. You can play it on emulators, sure, but the official HD release of the game came out for the PS4, and it was released this week on Steam.
Steam, so
Steam.
I could go to my PC behind me right now and download it.
Yes.
I could.
Yeah.
Don't you have to pay like 1,000 and
No, you don't have to pay like 1,000. It's like
Like how much is it in pesos?
If I'm not mistaken, it's like $800.
Ooh, not
800
bad.
pesos. Not bad. It's about 22 gigs. Has HD graphics.
That's awesome. As someone who's not the biggest Final Fantasy fan, like hearing that a Japanese exclusive title was
Yeah, it is.
ported, and it's I'm assuming it's translated.
Yes.
Yes.
It's localized to
It's
English.
fully
That's
translated.
amazing. I would love to see it.
It's not the first one to get on Steam, of course. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
they've
I
already
mean, they've
released
already-
FF13 and 13.2. People are still a little, why didn't Lightning Returns get released first for Steam, right? But Type 0 is now available on Steam, and if you were one of the lucky people who managed to pre-order it prior to its release, you'd also get swag for your Dota 2 account.
Free stuff.
Free stuff.
Well, like costumes.
A loading screen that's Type 0 themed, a Moogle ward,
Really?
the Type 0 Moogle ward, sorry, Class 13's Type 0 ward, and a Master Chocobo courier.
Wow, that, like it's nice how two games can interact like that. They can have
It's kind of awesome.
because like long gone are the days of you would have an Assassin's Creed costume in Metal Gear Solid 4, and now this kind of thing is commonplace. That is really cool stuff.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time either. I mean, they also did something similar for Final Fantasy 13 too. You had an Ezio Auditore costume for Noel.
Whoa, I did
And
not
didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I never played 13 too. But
Oh, yeah, there's that.
But I
that's
didn't know
really
that.
cool.
That's pretty cool.
I think they also had
Oh.
Dragon Age no, sorry, Mass Effect. You had N7 armors for both protagonists.
Whoa. Oh yeah, because
So, yeah, they're being a little bit more collaborative.
Like 13.2 is very costume centric.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot like 10.2, right? They have
Mhm.
the whole dress sphere system there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But where the dress spheres are, they actually affect you. These are more
Oh,
cosmetic.
they're more
Just
cosmetic.
cosmetic.
Oh, it's like Team Fortress 2's hats.
Sort of, but I think the weapon costumes had some effect.
Okay.
Actually,
Awkward segue.
I actually had a chance to play Type 0 on the PSP. Although at that time, they didn't have any translation. So it was a bitch playing it. Because I didn't understand shit about Japanese. The only thing I understood it was, press start. Okay. New game. Okay. And then suddenly, buttload of Japanese characters and like, what's going on?
Yeah, they're basically
Oh,
trying to explain
I'm
the story.
playing as this guy. So apparently, Type 0 is you're playing 12 characters. And those 12 characters are based on a deck of cards. Like, you've got Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5 until 10, and then you get the Jack, Queen, and King. The gameplay is sort of similar to...
Crisis Core.
Yes.
No, not Crisis Core.
Actually, it is kind of like Crisis Core.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty nice. And
Crisis Core or 12?
Crisis Core. 12 is what do you call that? An open world.
Yeah.
Where you can do whatever you want. In Type 0, it's something like a mission based. So just like Crisis Core, you have to pick a mission, and then you get teleported to that map, and you get to do the stuff you want. It's the same thing with Type 0,
Yeah.
except you're playing with 12 characters,
Well,
not at the same time.
The difference between Type 0's movement system and Crisis Core is that you can switch between the characters you control.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can pull them in as pinch hitters, and there's also an open world aspect to it, and you do get random encounters in the open map. I did get to see some screens and play some video from Type 0, and it was basically like, it looked a little, well, the backgrounds looked a little like they recycled it from FF8,
Actually, it kind of looks like it, but
right?
I don't think people would actually notice that.
Well, that's me being nitpicky, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah.
This episode of What's a Geek Podcast is brought to you by Razer Carcharias headphones, which I used to own, but now they're broken. Anyway, Razer, awkward segue. Woo! And, I heard that there was a Razer event for the opening of the new Razer Store. Am I right?
Was
so
that,
far,
Was that last Saturday?
Well, the actual launch was last Saturday, but there was a press event right before the launch last Friday, which I had the pleasure of attending. Special thanks to boss man Earl McGearing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much again for the free mouse, Earl and Razer.
Earl McGearing.
Earl McGearing. Anyway, so the Razer product store launch was pretty interesting because, I mean, I wasn't surrounded by hordes of fans, so I could actually have a better look at the store itself. And one of the most amazing things about the store is how all of the peripherals that they're selling are actually laid out on shelves for anyone to use. In fact, the laptops like the Razer Blade and their gigantic high-end Razer desktops are available for anyone to just sit down at and play. And it was really interesting because I was talking to one of the Razer Store personnel, and he said explicitly that they were told that even if they don't make a sale, if people just walk in and play in those computers over there and have fun together, it's totally fine as long as they have fun and gain Razer brand recognition. And yeah, I mean, it was a really good product launch. I mean, store launch.
Well, it's a great way to introduce the brand to everybody else. I mean, as gamers, we're already very aware of it, very aware of the good stuff that Razer does. But it having an actual physical store in the country helps their brand a lot more.
Absolutely.
Everybody else who isn't exactly super gamer can get into it. I mean, they make great mouses, mice.
Is this the first arena store in the Philippines?
Yes.
Is it the first one ever?
Yes, it is. Well, in the Philippines. Sorry, I mean, first one ever in the Philippines.
No,
yeah,
I mean
but
first one ever.
no, concept stores have existed in the U.S. for quite some time now.
Like Razer specifically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, here's the interesting thing: the fact that the Razer Store was launched in the Philippines, as opposed to other and I quote from the CEO Min Liang Tan, who we had the pleasure of sitting down with during the event itself. He said that the reason why the Philippines was chosen over other quote-unquote wealthier nations was because of the love of the Filipino people for Razer. And it wasn't a financial decision, they said. And many other people were actually complaining, why the Philippines? Why us? Well, there was apparently a community survey on the Razer website, the Razer Facebook fan page, and people were asked to vote for the next country to have a Razer store. And the Philippines came out way ahead of everyone else. And the CEO was very impressed by the passion that Filipino gamers, especially those who love Razer, displayed during the launch, displayed when they interact on the page. And he was impressed enough that he decided, yes, let's discard financial considerations. Let's just focus on the community and launch a Razer store in the Philippines.
He seems like a really great guy. I mean, I heard a report that, people camped out for the launch. And during, I think that was the actual Saturday launch, he'd actually had pizza delivered to the people, camped out. It was kind of amazing to see that in the CEO.
Yes, it was. Actually, my understanding was that he was originally supposed to give out 100 free Razer items to the people who lined up, but because of the sheer volume of people who lined up, he increased that number to about 250.
Nice.
Nice.
I wish I was there.
That's,
To get free pizza.
That's very progressive of a CEO. It reminds me of when the original CEO of Wallpaper's still alive. He would actually visit the employees, and he would treat them to lunch and stuff. And it's very nice to see that kind of executive still exists. Sorry, playing an MBA, that shit really means a lot to me. It's very, very, very refreshing to see. Someone like Konami.
Konami.
Capcom. It's actually Capcom's not that bad compared to Konami. Well,
what's happening?
But I've heard there were a few hiccups during the launch.
Yeah,
what was that about?
Because
everything you've said was very, very new to me. It was like this. I only. I didn't really hear a lot of awesome things from the little I've seen. I've heard there were people who cut in line or something.
It was something like that. I mean, there were people who'd actually lined up 24 hours before on Friday, and they'd actually taken a very, very nice queue in an area, and put together an honesty system where everybody's names were on a list. I read reports that a group rushed the entrance in the morning, and said they were VIPs. Some of these reports might be unfounded. Some of it might not be unfounded. So it might actually have something to do with the fact that the freebies were increased from 100 to 50.
Actually, it was the other way around. The freebies were increased because of the sheer number of people coming.
Yeah,
in.
that might have been one of the reasons why.
Yeah, but you gotta give credit to the organizers and of course the CEO of Razer because with an event with a launch with a queue as long as that, there has to be some sort of security problem or another. But even that, the whole people cutting in line, that's pretty tame. I'm glad it went as well as it did.
It did go well after that. I mean, day 2 was much smoother, from what I heard.
I'm just sad that the things that went viral about the event were all the negative press, all the negative reviews. That's a little
it's a little saddening that people would choose to focus on that instead of
what actually happened.
It may be our culture. I don't know, but at least now, listeners, now you know the real deal with the Razer launch. Where is the store located so we can?
It's located in the cyber zone of SM.
The fourth floor of SM North. It's an annex. Yes.
Right, fourth floor, cyber zone of SM North. Go check it out. It's I'm assuming, are they still in soft open or whatever?
Well, they're completely open right
They're
now.
completely open.
I like that.
Check out something. I will soon, eventually, because I need new gaming stuff. Because I do not want to use my Beats headphones for gaming. Anyway, awkward segue. I was supposed to actually go. Speaking of SM North, I was supposed to actually go there with a very special lady friend to see Man from U.N.C.L.E. last week, but that really didn't happen. So I was thinking I was gonna go see Inside Out with her.
That girl was me.
So I told her oh, let's just go see Inside Out. Which I already saw in the States, and I reviewed it. The review is up on whatsageek.com. And Earl Maghira himself reviewed it on the Fanboy SEO. We both loved it. We both gave it a resounding 10 out of 10. Go see it for yourselves. It's Pixar's return to form. It's their most mature movie yet. Up. I'm sorry. The 10 minutes of Up are all what people remember.
Yeah.
The entire movie will make you cry like the first 10 minutes of Up did, but for the entire movie.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but mostly
I'm sorry.
I wanna ask
spoil
you
you
how
today.
how do you feel about not being a walking spoiler anymore?
Oh, I'm so happy
right?
because for the longest time I was the only person in What's a Geek to have seen Inside Out, because I saw it in the United States in July when it premiered, and when Kim Antonio, the movie moderator guy, asked me to review it, it's like, oh no, I can't give out too many details, so I had to be as vague as possible while proving to people that I really did understand the film. And I was so tempted to drop a plot detail or two. It was so frustrating that I couldn't geek out with anybody else, and I didn't really have any friends in the United States who had watched the movie. So I was all alone for a month, and finally these two, Sonboy and Jaze, had watched it. When did you watch it again? When
Yesterday.
Did you watch it? Last night. Well, where did you see it? Where'd you see it?
Where?
Where'd you see it? Where'd you go see it?
We saw it in
It's
Shan.
a Shan.
Yeah.
Shan, were there a lot of? Shan is a great place because it's a pretty low population mall. It's a great place to go when you don't want kids bothering you.
It's a very quiet mall.
Yeah,
Been there. It's very chill.
Yeah, whenever I'm super introverted after med school and I can't go home yet, I go there because it's near my school. Were there a lot of kids?
Yes.
There were kids.
But were they trinoma annoying?
No. It was actually very quiet. But
so on a scale from my room to trinoma, how many annoying kids were there?
there's none.
There's none.
None.
Yeah,
They're good
because
kids.
they're pretty good. They wouldn't talk actually.
Although the girl
they would
beside me
laugh
was annoying.
when but what?
Yeah, not you. The other girl.
I was excited.
I'm not
How
sure.
dare you.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if the movie was mesmerizing, but it definitely is.
Mind blowing.
It's mind blowing. It's well for the
Yeah,
average
you
audience.
know, puberty.
It's heavy for a kid to digest.
Yeah, but I'm guessing they enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I mean it's Rango levels of just deep.
But for them, I'm pretty sure they would get like
little
some of the
bit.
parts, and I think they enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean
for
there's
most
this
part.
whole plot it's filled with adventure, but the adults, especially the parents, would appreciate the themes that are targeted to them. For example, how to understand your child
Yeah.
if he or she is going through these sort of emotional up and downs. And I love how the movie illustrated the dynamics of emotions, how a happy memory can quickly spiral into a sad one. Like I see you licking in my direction, like trying to distract me.
Have
But-
you experienced that? Like you remember it as a happy memory, then suddenly you just like feel sad about it.
All the freaking time.
all the as a spoken word poet, that's kind of my job. It's
To feel
'cause-
sad?
Yeah, because a lot of a lot of spoken word poetry basically starts out with a very very happy introduction, and then suddenly, oh no, trigger warning, and then the whole piece becomes depressing.
And then you cry.
Yeah,
And then hug Trev
then
after.
everyone cries, and then everyone hugs me. Yeah, that's.
Who's your favorite character there?
My favorite. I sent out a tweet where I said, because there were a lot of like-minded people who were like, oh, sadness is my.
You look like
spirit
it.
animal. Yeah, I actually kind of look like so. It's like whenever you play a game, one team always loses. That's sad. Phyllis Smith. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I feel like Joy. I am buying
As
Joy.
much as I love how Joy wasn't annoying at all,
Yeah, she was.
Phyllis Smith deserves, like a nomination for Best Supporting Actress.
Yes.
She's amazing as Sadness. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone has seen her, was it in Parks and Rec? Because she and Amy Poehler are Parks and Rec.
Uh-huh.
And we have Mindy Kaling.
Yeah,
and Mindy Kaling, Bill Hader as Fear, and
Amy Poehler as Joy.
Yeah. But the most perfect casting has got to be Louis Black as Anger. He was practically the role was made for him.
Yep.
It's like I am surprised. I was worried at first because how can he play like a character in the movie without cursing? And I love how they integrated the whole anger makes you curse. It's like.
Can you say that curse word now?
Yes, exactly. and then there was one part where there were these buttons, like 5 buttons with just the 5 swear words that we knew, and like a minor, very minor spoiler alert. But by the end of the movie, when she got a little more mature, she finally knows all of the swear words.
There's like a lot of buttons.
Basically, he was tempted to press everything in one go.
And then Anger was like super happy with all the swear word controls.
Kind of makes you wonder how many buttons are in Anger's console.
I
in our
probably
heads.
have like an entire supercomputer filled with curse words right now.
Wow.
Same
In my head.
I have like a lot of language. I know a
Most-
lot of curse
most people-
words in other languages.
Well, you're Canadian, so.
No, I'm
But-
nice.
Butt eater.
What's most mind blowing thing about it?
Well, it's not a
Tell
single solitary thing that really blew my mind. It's just the whole, I mean, the personification of things like.
Can I cut in?
Yeah.
You know what's the most mind blowing?
What?
Don't watch it when you're colorblind.
Oh yeah, because
It's so bad.
You guys remember the game Zuma? It's literally watching Zuma happen.
He
And
kept
you're like,
asking me, what
hey,
color
what
is
happened?
that ball?
Did disgust happen or joy? For those of you who haven't seen the movie, there are several parts where they show memories represented as these tiny little glass spheres, not unlike in the game Zuma. Which confuses the fuck out of Sonboy because he's colorblind, and whenever he sees multiple colors at the same time, he gets dizzy and scared and angry.
And
Yeah.
Don is running around with his ears covered because he thinks it's a spoiler.
Oh,
It's not. It's in the friggin'
It's
trailer.
not.
Trailer.
You didn't see it
It's not.
anyway.
We know you're here.
Well, Trevor, you know how you're like blacking out from people who are gonna play the Phantom Pain ahead of you. This is the equivalent of me. I'm blacking out to
Oh,
anything potentially
hey.
spoilers.
I'm just, doing the whole thing where I'm just saying
Oh.
things that people already know from the trailer.
Everybody knows
So
that.
these are trailer spoilers. Come on,
Okay,
I thought-
okay. understand.
I
So
haven't
what
seen it either.
exactly again were the themes that they showed
Oh yeah.
in the movie?
Well, I have to mention like a few points I brought up on my review. The first of which is the concept of personifying,
Emotions.
Emotions.
Feelings.
and biological processes, like organs and whatever inside the body. That's nothing new. Like every episode of every single cartoon we knew as kids had an episode like that. For example, in SpongeBob, where he has to forget everything except for fine dining and breathing.
Yes.
Yeah, so they went all meta. It's like it's
He
like
turned into a butler?
no,
Is
no,
that what you
no,
mean?
no. It's like
I'm sorry.
like his thoughts were personified as little tiny SpongeBob's.
I thought we were talking about personified as
No,
whatever
no,
he's
no,
doing.
no, no.
Anyway,
Not that. Anyway, and like
Exact quote, Trevor. Exact quote.
yeah,
Come
and
on.
then the manager in his brain says like, "Hey, get to work. What am I paying you for?" And then one of the workers was like, "You don't pay me anything. We don't even exist. We're just a clever metaphor to illustrate the abstract concept of thought." And it's like one more crack out of you, and you're out of here. No, please! I have 3 kids. It's like see, that concept is nothing new. So it may be relatively uncommon, which is great because I love how Pixar like veers from the typical. I mean, come on, talking toys that was revolutionary. Like
toys
in the
with
90s.
feelings.
Yeah, toys with feelings, cars with feelings, monsters in your closet with feelings, robots with feelings.
Basically feelings.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, and now
Coming soon,
and now-
dinosaurs with feelings.
yeah, and not feelings with feelings. It's like, yeah, but what really blew my mind again, I'm back to the point. What
Yeah.
really blew my mind about this movie was how mature it was. It went past the whole.
Actually,
Oh,
it was.
the emotions are so cute. They're personified
No,
that way.
yeah, that was
but no,
kinda
it
amazing.
wasn't. I mean, that was there for the kids and for the comedic factor, but in the end, it was about Riley, the little girl,
And understanding
in the story.
her feelings.
Yeah, and understanding
on,
her feelings.
When she was going through something, right? So
Yeah, she goes
it's
through.
interesting.
She goes through quite a bit, not a lot, but a lot
Quite a
for an 11-year-old. And these are things a lot of us went through when we were her age,
That's
especially if like.
I kind of relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you move around a lot.
Yeah.
you go back and forth from Naga to
No,
Canada.
well, not me personally, but my younger brothers, because they were like they hated my parents for moving to Canada, and I was like, why are you so mad? What are you so mad about?
But, Mom, I want
sacrificed
adobo.
it. My mom cooks adobo there.
But Mom, it's different from Canada. Yeah,
no,
Canadian
they're like,
adobo. That's
I don't
Filipino
know
adobo.
anybody because like it's a totally new environment, new friends and like new school. Of
New
course,
culture,
like yeah, it's a
everything.
different.
Canadian bacon.
They're so mad. They're so mad. Well, I'm also guessing they're also scared because it's like they don't know what to expect and like 'cause they don't know what it's
Because
like
it's a
there.
whole new world.
Exactly.
And basically, the point is everything Jaze said. Well, just illustrates how relatable the
Yeah.
movie is, and this is great because it's a movie for kids primarily, but it's also a movie for the parents because this is the perfect avenue to bring, like parents and their children together. Children so that they can enjoy like a Pixar animated story, but for parents to understand their kids because at least during our parents generation it was generally frowned upon to
Talk about your feelings. Feel in
to talk
general.
about feel in general, especially to dwell in sadder things. A lot of us
Yeah.
had to grow up being afraid to cry in front of our mothers because they would be super protective and we're like, like who made you cry? Sino pa sa'yo? Like,
It was not me, Mom. Oh
Yeah,
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 I will
but-
punch you with
but-
my chinelas.
yeah, but,
Punch you with my chinelas.
yeah, but for a kid, that's not really what matters. It's like, no, it's not about them. It's about me. It's my feelings. Right? And now, like,
and they
when-
have the attitude now, like
Yeah.
But
they
Mom,
mistake it for having
don't
an
wanna be a
attitude when
poser.
they
yes,
just like
exactly.
when they're just confused. They don't know what to feel or how they feel about it. But like, it's interesting because in the movie, joy and sadness got lost, right?
Yes.
So there's only like 3 emotions manning the headquarters, and that's exactly how they feel. You know, when during those times that they were confused.
Literally, her
Yeah.
feelings were
Right?
lost.
Your feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
Her feelings were literally
It's so-
lost, and she was left with the 3 typical feelings of any
Yeah.
prepubescent
It's so-
little girl. The anger, disgust, and
And
fear.
fear.
Yeah, that was.
By the way,
That was
I really
pretty
like
cool for me
disgust
because like
she was so
you
sassy.
understand so much better how they feel and why they feel such emotions or how they.
You
It's
know,
also kind of
there was a
interesting.
part. Sorry.
Yeah, it's also kind of interesting how I mean I haven't seen the movie and I want to see it really soon. It's basically like I don't know preteen psychology 101 for your parents.
Yeah.
actually.
Somebody. I took psych. You took psych.
I took psych.
And
Me
and
too.
and me, I'm taking, of course,
probably
in
took
medical
psych.
school, I'm taking neurosciences, and I'm glad how a lot of the neuropsychological concepts are portrayed for
Yes.
for the lay audiences.
Yeah.
It's pretty faithful, like how certain memories can trigger an anger response,
Yeah,
or how a happy memory can quickly turn into a sad memory, just with memory.
Memory,
Again,
yeah.
memory, everything. Like memory is the backbone on which emotions they like cling onto.
Yeah,
You know,
and
it's
they're like,
amazing. It's
hey,
so
they're
brilliant.
flashing this certain memory. Hey, Joy, I think you should come in, or something like that.
Yeah, and then
right?
when joy is like holding a memory, like, and sadness touches it, that's a great way of portraying like the whiplash of emotions. Not bipolar disorder. That's different. This
Yeah.
is something that absolutely everyone goes through, and
Yeah.
it's a lot more complicated, neuroscience wise, psychology wise, but at least the movie makes it a point that it happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone
It's
does
very
it.
relatable.
Yeah, and it's not that the parents don't know these things; they've just forgotten.
Yeah.
Because, admittedly, even at my age, I've forgotten a lot of these things and just
Yeah.
had to be reminded of them. Because if I had like a teenage kid, I would be annoyed.
Yeah,
if
it's true.
if
Like,
she
why are you having that attitude?
Yeah, whatever, and
Why are you
then-
giving me that attitude?
and if I saw this movie with my teenage son or daughter, I'd be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Now I understand again.
Yeah.
I was once like that."
Yeah, it's really simple, but you just forget.
Yeah,
Well,
and,
the basics.
Yeah, Disney's really knocking out of the park these days, aren't they?
yeah, and I mean, sorry, but Pixar fatigue just really set in. Like I'm sorry, I didn't really like Toy Story 3 as much as the
I
rest
like
did.
But I cried.
Yeah, I mean, I felt the nostalgia, but it was like, man, it's way too late now. I mean, was this movie necessary? This is basically Toy Story 2 all over again. Same exact plot. And then, like Cars 2 and, Monsters
I never
University. I mean, come on. And here comes this completely new IP,
Yeah.
which replaced Newt because originally they were supposed to work on this film called Newt, which if you're familiar with the movie Rio, by
Is this
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
dinosaurs
Yeah.
with feelings?
No, I don't-
lizards with feelings rather. It's
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
2 lizards.
I thought like Rango.
No, I thought you were talking about the new
no,
movie
not-
that you're gonna make.
not Rango, not the Good Dinosaur.
Oh.
It's a story of 2 newts, the last of their species, being brought together in a single
Aquarium thing.
yeah, like in a single aquarium type thing, and then they're being forced to breed, but they don't get along because they're very different, and it sounds a lot like Rio, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
Maybe that's why
Oh,
they
yeah.
pulled the project because it sounds too much like Rio. But I still would have loved to seen it. But Inside Out, yeah,
It's
this was so
really
much
nice.
better.
You
And
have
I'm-
to watch it.
Yeah, and I'm glad they tackled it with the kind of maturity that they did. Inside Out in theaters everywhere. Please watch it. It's amazing. I gave it a 10 out of 10 in my review.
Same.
I have more
Yeah.
things to add because I just thought about it.
Yeah.
Remember that part when Joy was crying?
No
Is
spoilers.
it really bad that I was the only one who was
Spoiler.
laughing? Because it was tears of joy.
Can you not?
Dude, they were
Somebody-
making bad puns.
You ruined that. Was horrible.
Yeah, I
That
did
was
it.
the worst pun ever.
That was Anton level. It's like,
By the way,
that
Ow.
was 0.9 Antons.
by the way, There's another lesson in the movie: never touch balls,
Oh,
Oh, God.
Never touch
balls.
Never
Yeah.
touch balls.
especially when you're sad.
Yeah. But if you're happy, you can touch balls.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
you can
Oh,
get
so
all
I
the
can
balls you want when you're
touch
happy.
balls anytime because I'm always happy.
Yes, you're always happy.
No, not you.
Don't touch balls
Stop
when
it.
you're sad or angry or disgusted or scared.
No, well, you're disgusted. You'll never touch balls anyway.
Yeah, you'll be
Oh my
disgusted.
god, guys.
Well, anyway, speaking of movies that came out recently, so who is
Sumimasen to the beast of the
eagle? Right. What? There were members of the What's a Geek team that attended the premiere, right, of Attack on Tita, as they call
I
it.
saw that. I saw that post.
Yes. Wait, was it one of you? Was it one of you?
I'm
Why
not
is it
on
Tita? Was it one
That
of
was
you?
one mall.
No.
That was
Who didn't see
But
it?
I watch it like on a
I just know
different
the manga,
day.
so I don't know.
So
I've seen the
you've
movie.
But
seen
I've
it.
seen it,
Can you please
yeah.
talk about it? Because I don't want to be like super biased.
What do you mean?
Like,
How are you biased?
please tell me honestly, was it bad or really bad?
It was just
Well-
bad for me. Not really bad. I have to give credit to it, but
Maybe because it's bad. Because you know the manga, you've watched the anime, so you were probably expecting a lot.
to be fair, I didn't read the manga. I just watched the anime, and then I watched the live action. But I must say, it wasn't that bad.
No, I thought the there was like a series live action.
No,
No,
there wasn't
no,
a live
it's
action
a
series.
live
The
action.
action
It's
is
a
like
movie. Live action I'm sorry, the movie.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, it's a live action.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Anyway.
I thought there was a
Yeah.
series. Sorry.
Speaking of speaking of jumping the shark, there's a new Attack on Titan series. It's like little chibi versions of them in like school.
Oh, yeah.
No, I've heard of
What
that.
is that about?
I've
It's
not
just
heard-
fan service.
Basically,
I think, yeah.
it's they're trying to show a more
So people
humorous
would buy more
side
stuff.
to Attack on Titan,
Oh my
which
God.
is kind of okay.
This
You
is,
want to do
this
this?
is,
Fine, go for it.
It's like their equivalent for eye bleach because you don't want to see blood in every freaking episode.
This franchise weirds me the fuck out.
Oh.
I swear.
Going back to the movie, it's what I think why I enjoyed it because it's too much blood.
Was it as violent as people?
People be afraid of Jaze now.
Like so much blood, like exaggerated.
Is it worse than three? Wait, the amount of blood you've watched, was it more than a Saw movie?
No, was it more than was it more than Kill Bill?
Well, it's
Was it
Or
spray
300?
or realistic? Like
spraying, like
blood
spilling
spray.
buckets of blood.
Yeah.
So you're basically talking the Shining levels.
I just like saying buckets of blood. I think that's the only thing I enjoyed it. Well,
Ouch.
it's also funny. For me.
Because trying to get people running like this.
Am I
They can't see you. They
Am I
can't
the only one who like
I will try
laughs,
to describe
thinks
Okay.
it's funny?
How did they run in the movie?
armpits together, palms up, and flailing it.
So kind of like the Titan from
Whatever.
episode 1.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like,
So basically, wings clipped.
you
Yes.
see it, right?
Is it?
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Am I the only one?
I'd
Is it
scream
funny?
because what the fuck is that Titan doing? Oh my god, it's flailing
But
its
you
arms!
know, if you watch the movie, the Titans are so funny looking. I mean, it's exactly like how they.
The one in
it was
the
yeah,
anime.
in the anime.
Was it at least
Sus.
faithful?
Yeah, I
for
mean,
you? Like the
the,
depiction of the
yeah,
Titans?
the depiction of the Titans. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Wait,
because
different
Levi
opinion.
wasn't there.
Well,
Well,
what did you
Levi
think?
wasn't there. I was kind of disappointed.
Oh yeah, we
just-
talked about how Levi's not in the
Is it
movie.
Levi or
Yeah.
Levi?
Levi.
Levi.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
I'm sorry.
when they're
Depends.
speaking
Well-
in Japanese, it's Levi.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
Levi.
Like
Levi.
Fine,
Yeah.
Levi.
the katakana is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
Rukawa.
And okay, you reached
No,
your quota.
it's basically Revi.
Oh, okay,
Revi-san.
Levi.
Levi.
Fine.
Oh God!
No.
Work Pokuya podcast
Con
coming
is
soon.
not here. Con is not here. So you're not allowed to do that. Wait. I'm getting something from Earl here. Did you talk about D23? Awkward segue. Woo!
Okay, I'm yay.
All right.
Because
Okay.
I don't know anything
Right.
about it.
D23.
What? First of all, what the fuck is D23? Is it a dice with 23 sides? What is
Oh,
it?
that's kind of monstrous.
Yes.
No.
How do you do that?
Can you not? We've already got a D20. Anyway, D23 or the D23 Expo is basically Disney's convention of the year. Anything and everything Disney gets discussed there, and I was one of the people who got to cover D23 over the course of last weekend, and they just kind of blew everybody's minds
In what
from start to
way?
finish. I mean,
Ouch.
okay. If we're talking blowing fans' minds, it's definitely got a lot to do with Star Wars.
Ooh.
Star Wars.
I wish
Was
I
heard they were gonna make a
Marvel
theme
there?
park.
Was Pixar there?
Yes, Marvel and
Yeah.
Pixar were there.
Oh yeah, but Pixar like outlined their next
Mhm.
releases, starting with The Good Dinosaur. later this
Dinosaurs
year.
Yeah,
with feelings.
Good Dinosaur
That's like
is
the
this
10th
year.
time.
And then
What's the most interesting you think is coming out?
Star Wars theme park.
Yes.
We'll get to that later. But yeah,
You didn't hear me.
Well, the only Pixar movie I'm really looking forward to, well, it's all sequels. Just Finding
Yeah.
Dory, just because I love Ellen DeGeneres and I
Well,
love the character of Dory.
here's the
I
crazy
love
part. She did
Finding
take to the
Nemo.
stage
I like Cream Dory.
during.
She was
on stage.
What did she do? Please tell me she did something awesome.
She did something awesome.
What did she do? What did she do?
She introduced a clip from the film. An actual clip from the film
Oh my
that
God.
isn't just a poster or whatever. Although they did display
Holy
posters
shit.
for it.
Is it online anywhere so I can
I'm not
Let's
sure. I
check.
haven't
Oh,
checked.
damn it. No leaks, nothing. Not
Yeah.
like
Hey,
She was their
hi.
surprise guest to announce the special sneak peek, and it was also revealed that Diane Keaton and Eugene Levy will be joining the cast as Dory's parents.
Oh my god.
What?
Dory's parents?
Dory's parents. This
Dory's
is basically what
Oh.
the film is going to be about.
So
You-
basically, how she got to Finding Nemo? It's a prequel.
No, it's not a prequel. It's a sequel.
Oh.
It's a legitimate sequel that involves her memories.
Oh my
Interesting.
You
You
know
know,
how
I
she-
can relate to her a lot. Because I have really bad memory. So yeah, I kind of want to see that movie.
Yeah, it's the posters that were revealed didn't actually show a date yet, but they've pegged it for summer 2016. Excuse me. And we were talking about Toy Story 3 earlier.
Yeah.
I don't.
Please don't tell me.
know.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, there's a Toy
Toy
Story
Story
4.
Why?
Why? Oh, well, yeah, because of the little girl. Okay,
Okay.
okay, fine. Maybe I'll like this better because, man, fuck Andy. Seriously.
I thought it was gonna be like Andy's new college toys.
Oh, no.
Wag po Kuya podcast coming soon.
Like Finding
dark.
Dory, Toy Story 4 will be a summer movie for 2017. Now, scarce plot details are scarce, but so far what we've got is that, of course, most of everybody will be back, including a character that hasn't been seen since Toy Story 2,
Why?
if I'm not mistaken.
Not seen in Toy Story.
This is the Prospector? Oh,
No.
No,
That guy who
Prospector
repaired
was in the
Woody?
second one, right?
who is it?
that guy.
Oh, yeah.
that guy.
Huh?
Bo Peep.
Oh! About time. I miss. Sorry, Barbie. Man, fuck Barbie. Fuck Toy Story.
You're not the only one.
You're not the only one who wants to fuck Barbie.
You know the only person who didn't.
Let's
You know the only person who didn't fuck Barbie.
No.
Ken. Get it? Cause get it. It's a gay joke.
Hey.
Gay joke. It's funny.
Hey Miggy.
Yeah.
I saw in the post that there's like Incredibles 2.
Oh,
Oh,
hell yes.
that was. Oh,
What?
and please tell me this is true. I heard somewhere that Edna Mode's gonna have her own feature.
Cool.
That's-
I love her. She's
that's
the
a
most
rumor.
interesting.
She's the
That's
best.
a rumor.
Oh.
That's a rumor. That
That's a
didn't come
rumor.
out of D23.
That didn't come out of D23. What did come out of D23 is this awesome poster showing the logo for the Incredibles 2,
But there's two eyes.
but there's two eyes.
Because it's 2!
More like there's a line dividing the original eye. I don't
Oh
know.
my god, That's how freaking thirsty we are. Speaking of thirst, what
Wait,
else?
no, it's
What else is
years.
what else is coming out Disney wise? Come on, get to the big one.
Disney-wise.
Get to the big one.
Oh come on! Can I talk about Jack? They're not gonna be. They're not gonna be kids anymore.
Obviously.
In
Yeah.
The Incredibles 2, they're
Why
not
would we
kids
have to see
anymore.
them as
They're
kids?
grown up.
Cars 3. I
Cars
haven't even
3.
seen
Cars
Cars 2.
3.
Yes, I know you. I know you have very strong feelings about Cars 2, but
Actually, even Cars 1.
I haven't seen Cars 2.
That was fine with
well,
cars.
it's only coming soon. I mean, I don't want to say that
Sponsored
I hope it
by
gets
Google.
canceled. I don't want to say
Sponsored by
that
Google.
I hope it gets canceled, but well, let's just say I'm looking forward to their.
How is Gigantic? Is
Other.
it really
And
good?
Zootopia.
Do you think it's gonna be interesting?
Here's the thing about Gigantic. It's Disney's take on
Jack
Jack
and the
and
Beanstalk. Yeah.
But the difference is that where we all know about Jack and the Beanstalk, how he traded his cow for magic beans, went up the beanstalk and robbed the
stupid
giant. He's basically a
boy.
giant thief.
Okay.
Gigantic is going to be set in Spain. Yeah.
Is Espanol.
Yeah. No. Not. Well, yeah.
Eso es
Well,
música?
like, I know, like this setting is.
The setting is in Spain.
Mama, I have beans.
Jose, what are you doing? Why you selling cows?
But Mama, we have beans. Magic beans.
Jose, get the fuck out!
Jack Jose.
¿Por qué?
¿Por qué, Jack?
¿Por qué, Mama?
¿Por qué, Mama? We have beans.
We have beans.
No, my beans.
It's dangerously close to becoming a soap opera. I'm sorry. But yeah,
As in Spanish.
Cries in Spanish.
but yeah, it's set in Spain in the 15th century, where various cultures of giants are normal actually. What we've seen is art from the film, and apparently Nathan Greno of Tangled is coming back to direct this one, so expect a lot of the same kind of visuals.
Is this a Disney film or a
This is
Pixar?
Disney.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So we have Tangled, Frozen, and now Gigantic.
Oh, that's not the only. That's not the
Oh
only
please.
stuff.
Oh my god, tell me more please.
I'm
Oh, I love
actually
it.
excited for because when I watched Inside Out,
Yeah.
Zootopia
Yeah.
Yes.
trailer came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
That's great.
Zootopia.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer. I saw the first sneak peek trailer that they showed, and it was so funny and so meta. I mean, come on.
Is
the concept itself.
Is this the one where
animals.
where it looks like an Apple versus PC commercial, which is white and it's like
Yes.
Yeah.
in the land of Zootopia,
Yes.
animals are anthropomorphic. Anthro meaning that's
Yeah,
the one, right?
That's it.
Oh,
That's
great.
That is the trailer. The teaser trailer was amazing. The character design looks on.
Here
like,
is a fox. And
yeah,
I am a
that,
rabbit.
exactly. So it's a world where humans never happen. Animals walk around. They have jobs. They're on smartphones, for Christ's sake.
They wear clothes.
Again,
Pants.
speaking like it's Disney, right? Disney.
Disney. This one's Disney too.
Right. Well, like Disney and Pixar. Like I love how they take. Well, Disney takes something that's not. And it's not really new. I mean,
No.
I almost thought it was like Fantastic Mr. Fox. But
Yeah, but no, I was thinking Robin
Robin
Hood.
Hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, Robin
It kind of
Hood.
calls back to that.
Yeah, I thought it was like a modern version. Sorry, not Fantastic Mr. Fox. Robin Hood, but it's set in the modern time. But it's not. It's
What's
really
with
meta.
Disney and
And
their obsession with foxes?
Well,
Hey, who
it
does
it plays well with the concept because
Because
you've
it's
got
always a fox.
you've got
Fox and the Hound.
Oh well, I don't know.
Fox.
Metal Gear. Oh wait, no, not yet.
No, not.
Not yet.
Can
Not
you-
yet. Not
Not yet.
yet.
But anyway, well, they think of foxes. I mean, when you think of foxes, sometimes
sexy.
Foxy.
that's foxy.
Foxy lady. That's a song.
I'm
It's
Foxy.
not even a
¿Por
lady.
qué,
I'm
Mama?
Foxy
We have
Cleopatra and I'm a
beans.
whole lot of woman.
Anyway,
Anyway,
How did we
sorry.
get to Austin Powers suddenly? Anyway, yeah. So
Austin Powers 4. No,
No,
it's not. No.
sorry.
I was actually
I
excited for
can
that.
dream.
Going back to Zootopia.
Going to Zootopia. It's actually, you know how they used to have these odd couple comedies where they're completely opposite. Here, the main characters played by Jason Bateman and Jennifer Goodwin are a fox and a bunny.
Oh,
So yeah, Jason
awesome.
Bateman is a fox. He's a scam artist. Jennifer Goodwin is a cop and a bunny.
wow,
So that's gonna be like
that is so
they're
awesome.
going to be playing around with that particular concept. And the best part is this one has a release date,
Nice.
What?
When?
March 4, 2016.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, that I mean,
shit.
we don't know if we'll get it earlier or later locally, like Inside Out. But I guess Western releases March 4, so that's already one thing from Disney to look forward to next year.
I'm excited. Actually.
Zootopia in theaters next year at March 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
2016.
2016. Well, at least have a release date. Speaking of release dates.
Well, we've gotten more from Disney and Pixar.
Oh yeah. What else do we have here?
They originally released a concept for a movie based on the Mexican Day of the Dead.
Kinda like.
Kinda like the Book of Life. This is sort of different
In
Oh,
what
in a
how
way?
sense.
different?
In a sense that the main character doesn't actually grow up.
What?
It's like
No,
so
like
it's-
because they
he's
started
already
young and
dead.
then,
And then he
after
died.
several
No.
years.
is this a Coco? What was it?
Yeah, it's called Coco. I mean, it was some
Why it's called
art was shown. I think at last year's D23. But yeah, they finally released a poster. Finally released a poster and some plot details for that it'll revolve around a boy named Miguel. Hey.
Hi. Hey, girl. Hey.
They'll be living and he lives in rural Mexico. He sets off a chain of events that probably eventually leads him into the underworld, something like that, probably. Now, the poster has it pegged for fall 2017. Yeah,
Oh, is that the poster right there?
Yeah.
It reminds me if you can see right now, if you could search it on Google
Search it.
Images. It really reminds me of the Book of Life. I've yet to see how this
Because
differs
of
itself
the-
from
it'll be interesting to see how
I
it
wonder why
plays
they
out.
called it Coco.
We'll find out soon, I guess. We'll find out fall.
2017.
Again, I love the name of the main character because Miguel. It's like he better say hola, yo soy Miguel.
Oh, he better.
Yeah, he better say that. ¿Por qué, mamá? We have beans. ¿Por qué, mamá?
We're
We
going
have
back to that again. Yeah, but directing this film will be Lee Unkrich and Darla Anderson. Now, I know you didn't like Toy Story 3.
Oh no.
They were director and producer.
Oh no.
It's
Hey,
It's
who
just-
knows?
well,
Maybe
I
you
don't know.
like
I mean-
You
it.
never know.
I
Give
love
it
the
a
film
chance.
as it is, just not like in the big picture kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, big picture wise.
Well, they also give out some more details for The Good Dinosaur, which is coming out November 25. Yeah, we were treated to a new scene involving 3 T-Rexes.
Ooh, I love T-Rexes.
Yeah. And guess who voices them?
Who?
Anna Paquin, Sam Elliott, and AJ Buckley.
Oh,
So there are 3 of
interesting. Wow,
3 Rexes.
Yeah.
3 Rexes. There's 3 Rexes.
3 Rexes.
There's 3 T-Rexes.
Rexes.
3 Rexes. Oh my god.
Interesting casting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to
I
see
can't
how
add anything to that.
how
I can't add anything to that.
yeah, how
Metal Gear Rex.
They all look so cute and adorable.
yeah, but they're T-Rexes.
I
They'll bite your face
know,
off.
but like they're so adorable.
Yeah, not like that other dinosaur movie that came out this year.
Eh.
What? Oh yeah. Oh, shit. I was like, wait.
So yeah, that's their animated calendar.
Uh-huh.
Can we please talk about their live action stuff? Because
Yes.
I am
Sorry,
Dying.
I've been itching to talk about just one thing the entire time you mentioned D23.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Motherfucking Star Wars.
Well, it may surprise you to know not much new footage of The Force Awakens was released. But wait for it. Rogue One.
Rogue One.
They have released details for
Okay,
Rogue
good,
One
good,
and
good.
they've gotten the cast photo out with
This is a series, right?
Mhm.
Is it Netflix? Is it on network? What is it?
They haven't actually said, but
Here's to hoping it's Netflix so we can just marathon the whole thing.
oh yeah, one go. Let's do this.
Yes.
Yeah, but while they did release new footage, there is a poster by Drew Struzan. If I'm not mistaken, he was the same person who did the original posters.
Oh yeah. This is the old school 80s painted
Yes.
look. Yes, those look amazing. If you could just.
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't Rogue One a movie, not a series?
No, it's a series.
Really?
Right? It's
Was
a
it?
series. Rogue One.
As I recall, it was
Oh, Rogue One, yeah. You know who's gonna be in it?
Who?
Donnie Yen.
Donnie.
Donnie.
It's so interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
He's
okay.
the only
that-
Chinese guy I like. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
So it's
that threw
Donnie-
me for what?
Donnie Yen in Rogue One, is he a pilot? Is he he's probably a rebel.
He's
Oh,
I don't know. I like Donnie Yen. Hey, martial arts Jedi. Hey.
martial arts Jedi.
Hey.
point taken. Well,
Chinese Jedi.
well, while they haven't, I wouldn't call this jumping the gun or anything, but they also already announced Episode 9's director.
9?
Nine.
What?
9. Episode 9.
So they're gonna make another trilogy.
Why not, right?
Why not? Jeez.
And
what
who's
would
the
it-
director? Do we know who the director is?
One director?
Colin Trevorrow.
Colin
Yeah,
Trevorrow.
Colin
Trevor.
Hey! I like Colin Trevor.
Trevor. Oh.
Trevor. Oh, or Trevor. Ow.
Trevor. Ow.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
He's proven to be really good at adaptations, and
Yeah,
yeah, the rest.
maybe awesome.
Please remind me again what he directed because I completely forgot. Oh yeah! We just talked about it. God damn, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World,
oh my God.
man.
Colin Trevor. Well, that's my name. kind of.
Trevor. Oh.
It's me with a little more pain in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
No,
pain.
more surprise. Oh, pain.
Speaking of pain.
Speaking of pain.
Speaking of pain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Star Wars hype through the roof. But let's talk about something that comes out in how many days? How many days, Anton? How many days?
I believe
How many
it
days?
is 11 days.
11 days until the release of Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain.
The
The Phantom Pain. The Phantom Pain. 2, 1.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Greg Kinnear. Kiefer Sutherland.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. I wanna filter out all the bad press with Kojima and
yeah.
Konami.
Metal Gear.
And that there was I am on Reddit r/Metal Gear Solid every day, at least thrice, like the past 3 days. Like I could be in class, I could be having a class on pathology. In fact, during my radiology class the other day, I was just on Reddit. I wasn't even paying attention.
You sure you should be saying that?
So okay, maybe I paid attention one time where we were shown an X-ray of a guy with a bottle up his ass.
Hi, Trevor's classmates. If you're listening, he's not paying attention
hi,
in class.
Yeah, I'm a terrible student.
Was it?
But I studied in advance, so suck it.
Oh.
11. Oh.
Anyway,
11 days to the launch of Metal Gear Solid 5.
11 days. If you guys don't know yet, for those of you who don't know, Metal Gear Solid is Hideo Kojima's masterpiece game series, a very story-heavy stealth game. Published by Konami. Konami. And
Game Mama. Oh wait.
Okay.
give them we have beans. By the way, that's the episode. That's the name of the episode. We have beans.
Yes.
We have beans.
Beans, the musical fruit.
The more you
Eat, the more you toot, the more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans for every meal.
Anyway, we are so hyped. Like
Why?
like like me and Anton, we were just chatting. Like I'm not even when I'm not on r/Metal Gear. I'm chatting with Anton on Facebook, just making just random, really obscure MGS quotes and reference.
We're just making jokes about it all the time.
Yeah.
Trevor recommends all these crazy YouTubers who are serious theory crafters.
Yeah, like Yong Yeah and his two friends. I forgot the name of his two friends, but he does a podcast with two other fanatics of Metal Gear. It's so awesome. The Kiefer Sutherland, this big boss. Here's the hoping David Hayter as a cameo, but not counting on it. But I do like how they went with Kiefer Sutherland. I'm not a hater anymore. Batfleck hasn't won me over, but Jack Bauer Snake.
Southern Snake.
Yes, Southern Snake. That's a lot better than Jack Bauer. Southern Snake has definitely won me over, and there have been there's a little bit of a scandal right now online, especially if you follow the recent MGS5 trends on Twitter and Reddit. There is a French gaming magazine that broke the review embargo. Which
they broke the NDA. Oh.
Yeah. There's an embargo. No, not the NDA.
The embargo, which...
Yeah, the embargo. Because reviewers were sent copies like 5 days ago, I think. And reviews aren't allowed to come out until this Sunday. Oh. This Sunday here at around 9 p.m. here. And there was a French video game magazine that focused solely on PlayStation games, and they had a it was a very high score, like a 17 out of 20, but it had very unflattering and very vague critiques regarding the game, which pissed a lot of people off because they weren't really critiques, they were very vague, and it sounded as if they only played the first 5 hours of the game. So it's causing a real shitstorm on Twitter and Reddit. But again, that's just one reviewer. One. Metacritic's not even, dialed in yet on what the general consensus is. Because there are no freaking reviews yet.
You're not allowed to, absolutely.
Just this one fucking French, magazine. And they probably did it for the publicity. If I'm stretching it, I doubt they actually had the game to begin with. Because a lot of their criticisms were just fan sentiments and fear. For example, my fear that the game will be too repetitive. That's what they said. That most of the story is going to be on the first and last few hours of the game. That's what they said. And that the story is going to go like absolutely meta, like in MGS2. It's going to divide fan bases. That's what they said.
So basically, they just wanted to cause a shit.
Yeah, just wanted to cause a shitstorm. Well, at least that's my take on it. Have you read the review, Anton?
I haven't. I don't want to, and I most certainly am only looking forward to the official reviews coming out in a few days.
Yes. There was. What is that? Oh, sorry. My cat Heisenberg is doing some shit in the kitchen that I can't see. Anton, please explain to our readers what you are going to do on September 1st.
On September 1st, well, actually, it's what Trevor and I are actually going to be doing. After Trevor's class, I'm going to be hunkering down, along with Trevor, in his bunker of a wonderful studio apartment. We're going to lock all the doors, close all of our Facebook feeds, turn off our cell phones, maybe order a pizza or 5, and we are going to play Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, until our eyeballs fall out.
Please don't let your eyeballs fall out. Come on, we need you guys.
Well, if one comes out, we can always be big boss for the day.
I want the pizza.
You want the pizza? Come over. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, anyway, we're looking forward to... Actually, we won't be doing a review, of course, or maybe you can do a couple of first few hour impressions. I mean, there really isn't enough time in one day to really squeeze everything out of Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, considering that the story mode was slated to be... What was the figure given? 40 hours, was it?
Well...
That's long.
Yeah, for the main story mission, it's pegged around 30 to 40 hours.
That's a really long time for it.
Yes, and some reviewers... estimate the estimates are very wide. The shortest is like 30 hours, the longest is like 80 hours. In fact, that's just the main story missions. Because a lot of because you think it'd be like Peace Walker, where you could play a mission for 5 minutes, and there's just a lot of those throughout the whole game. But no, a lot of these missions take an hour long to do. So it's a lot of time is actually spent on the field. Like much more than what you would spend on building your base of operations, or mother base as it's called in the game. And there's also, if you haven't been keeping up with the recent gameplay videos, they've elucidated more on what the forward operating base, the FOB system, because Metal Gear Online, the premier
multiplayer component.
The multiplayer component is going to be released separately at a much later date.
January, if I remember right.
January, much like how GTA Online released much later. But there will be a multiplayer PvP component called the FOB system, where you use resources to build a forward operating base away from a mother base, wherever that may be, and then you can choose to invade another player's FOB, or they could invade yours, and then this would give you an alert on the main mission, and you could defend your base at any time. You could send resources while you're in the field, or you could participate itself in a sophisticated, really hectic game of cat and mouse, where you're in control of an entire base and you have to find one guy who's sneaking around trying to kill your base. I'm in your base, killing your dudes, kind of thing.
And isn't it possible to actually call on your friends on Steam or PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, whatever, to help you out in the forward operating base battles?
Well, from what I've seen, at least in the 30-minute gameplay video, not yet. I'm not sure if it's limited to the 1v1 or not. But from what I've seen, if you watch the 30-minute gameplay video, it is a lot more than what I expect. I thought it was just a simple, just find the guy who's trying to invade your base, or if you're the invader, just get to point B, just get to the command center and push a button or something. But no, it's a lot more sophisticated than that. You install, security cameras. You gather resources to get more soldiers there. You can get drones, like unmanned drones that can scout for you and alert you. The intruder is in this location, and then you find them. Or conversely, if you're an intruder, you can get spotted intentionally to lure the defender there and then go on a different path. But as a defender, you have a unique advantage. You memorized the layout. Hopefully, you memorize the layout of your own base, at least. So now you know. Okay, he could attack here, or he could attack here.
You could make your base have a maze and then trap him.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how. Because with mother base, you can't exactly customize that much of your base. Okay. You can just keep adding more components. It's just I have enough money to build this or this, but you can't really dictate how they look like. But you can, travel to them in real time in third person mode. For the FOB, I don't know how base construction works in FOB mode. I'm not sure how that works.
But we'll find out.
But we'll find out this September 1. It's like the hype is real. I haven't felt this much hype since MGS4, which I also like.
That was 7 years ago.
That was 7 years ago. I was in 4th year high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey Trevor, what platform are you using to play the Phantom Pain?
I will be I do not have a PS4, but I do have a PC. I already bought it on Steam. Set to download on September 1, provided there is no preload. And it looks to be that way. There's no preload. So, and it comes out on roughly midnight or an hour before midnight, New Zealand time. So it comes out actually on September 30th. 30th? I forgot how many days are there. August. How many days are in August? 30, right?
30.
So it comes out in August 30 everywhere else except within the Asia, Australia, Pacific region, where it comes out on September 1. Yeah. And so at that time, what I'll be doing on August 30th, 11 p.m.
31.
Sorry, 31. I'm sorry. I can't. What are months? On August 31st, I will be downloading the game on
around 9 p.m., right?
No.
Or 12 midnight.
Yeah. 12 midnight here. So September 1 midnight. And then by the time I go home from med school the next day, it'll be done if my internet isn't a bitch. And by that time, we'll be screaming, "Whoa!"
With every plot reveal and every turn of events.
Reveal. And then I'll be sitting on the edge of my seat in class, I won't even be sitting. I'll be standing on the edge. And of course, I've been waiting for when was the first teaser trailer for the Phantom Pain? Was it 2012?
2012 teaser, and then it was announced 2013 that the teaser was actually the Phantom Pain.
2012. I knew it was Metal Gear. It was so obvious.
Oh yeah.
Waiting for 2012. I've been just sinking my teeth into it, and I've just buried myself in Battlefield dirt. of revenge.
Hey, Trevor, would you say that the weight has made you nuclear?
Nuclear! Yes, and Hideo Kojima has been trolling us the entire time. He basically played us like a damn fiddle. Yeah.
All we can say is, what took you so long?
And also, what took you so long?
What took you so long?
I swear, the moment it finishes downloading and I hit play on my Steam client, the first thing I'll say is, what took you so long?
Absolutely, Trevor.
Yes,
absolutely.
And then, alright, this is basically the hype train episode of What's a Geek Podcast. Yay! Woo! We're so excited for The Good Dinosaur. Inside Out's already out. Go watch it. Star Wars Episode 7, MGS5. What else did we talk about? The Razer Store is now open. Visit it in SM North.
And get yourself some new gear.
Get yourself some new shit.
New gear for Metal Gear.
I'm gonna get myself some headphones.
So we must answer the beast of the eagle.
Yeah, do not. Well, if you like Buckets of Blood, go see Attack on Titan. Inside Out is out. If you're a fan of the Japanese release of Final Fantasy Type 0, it's out on Steam. It's localized, but you probably already know that if you're a fan. And fuck Konami. Fuck Konami. Fuck Konami.
Except for the Phantom Pain.
Yes. But after that, fuck Konami.
Yeah.
Just, Kojima, make your own goddamn game company. Alright, and we are What's a Geek. Once again, my name is Trevor.
I'm Miggy.
I'm Sunboy.
And I am the Machine Father.
No, you're not. You're just Ton.
And Jaze.
And this is What's a Geek, signing off.
But, Mama, I have beans.
I have beans. Whoa!